Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Spring forward. How is everybody today? Good morning, everybody. Yeah, today we're going to be putting together our alien torso. I got the pattern all done, and I'm ready to do it. Hey, Gundam. Good morning. Ooh, hey, you guys want to see something cool? It is the airlock hatch. Yeah. I threw a calculator in here for fun, but I might just get rid of it. I thought it'd be funny, but there's also going to be some lights that go up here, some red lights, and I'm thinking about making a drop bar, like a light that goes, like it shows the where it's getting pressurized or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out, but anyway. And it goes, which I can still see white back here, so I got to touch up with some black. Oh my god, it's huge. Well, I wanted it's next to an airlock, and I wanted it big. Yeah, I really wanted it big. So yeah, I just finished that. That was 2 days. It's a 2-day job. Oh no, I put it there for fun, but I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna put something else there. I threw it there and thought it'd be funny, and then now I'm like, it looks like a calculator. It's a calculator, but I threw it there because it was just funny. But I'm gonna get rid of it because it's not permanently stuck in there. I just stuck it in for temporarily. Oh my god, it's stuck in there now. What the hell? It's really stuck. Hold on. Let's suck it out. What's going on, dude? Oh, yeah, there it goes. Because I have an idea. It's wood. Oh no, it's Gundam. This is EVA foam. This is all EVA foam. EVA foam. It's all EVA foam. The back is The back is polystyrene. That's the base of it. So it's just foam. Because if you try to cut this out of wood or MDF or plastic, it takes twice as long. And it's just, this is the thing about people when you're doing prop building and set building. It's just the foam is a quick, efficient way. And what gave me this idea is this guy in Texas. Let me give him a shout out. Hold on, let's say it real quickly. His name is Props and Villainy. There he is. He does stuff with some wood, but then all the detailing, all this stuff on the outside is just EVA foam. He has a wood box. He uses like a thin MDF, boxes it all up, and then puts it in. Check this out. I go, beep, this all lights up. And he just uses parts. I think this is like a juice cap. And other things on top of that, and all this cool stuff. Circuit boards, brackets, just junk. I love it. He just grabs junk and does this, and it's wonderful. And he was very inspiring for me. So, yeah, that was kind of like, I'm like, oh, yeah, use foam. So he did. And so that's what inspired me to do this. I like these little brackets, just throwing stuff, just cuts and does everything by hand too. He just cuts everything out by himself. And I loved it, so he gave me one. This is a gift. And it inspired me to make that. At least that's how to do it. We're going to hang out for a little bit, let everybody pile in chat, and then we're going to get ready to go do this today. The calculator was fun. I just did it for fun, and then it just now draws too many people's eyes to it. I think it make it disappear, but it does not. But I do think I can make something like a light like a thing with some it's like a slot, like it shows the lines like like it pressurizes. Because the gag in the show is that when somebody comes in from the outside the airlock, they have to pressurize. They have to go and it opens. That starts the pressure in the door. You know, it's like, so it starts pressurizing. So hey, Kathy, good morning. But this calculator's pink, so I took it apart just so I could paint it black. It still looks like it's like still a calculator. All right. Popcorn. There's a lot of stuff like that in movies. They always hide things all the time. Oh. Yeah, guys, what we're doing today is I got the pattern, and I'm liking it. It looks really good. We have some thin foam. We're going to do a prototype. I went out and bought some Harbor Freight foam, the roll foam, the thin stuff, and we're going to cut it and glue it together. I am at a point. You ever get in time where you're in your shop and you haven't bought things in a while because you're trying to save money, and so you start realizing you start running out of stuff. Like I'm really low on glue. I'm low on masking tape. Everything I usually have an abundance of. It's all gone. So I'm making a list. I'm gonna have to do that today. I have to go through everywhere and just start making a list of things I need to get and what I'm running low on. Because I'm thinking of putting some lights behind a clear for a Predator gauntlet. I'm not sure. I'm not savvy with electronics to make working electronic. Dude, trust me. I just buy stuff off the shelf. I'm not an electronic guy either. I have friends that do stuff, but my plan is I have some lights, but on the on this thing, yeah, I want to put like a light thing on the like a light bar that goes down. I mean, it'd be cool to have a digital like but we'll see. I don't know if you can just buy stuff like that, have like a light bar thing, but I'd just make a fake one maybe. So how many guys in the chat today? Let's take a look. How many people we have? Oh, KelownaCon, guys. I mean, if I told you that, Kelowna Comic-Con and BC, I'll be attending, and that is that's June 27th, June 28th, which is literally right after I do GameCon. So all you Canadians out there, I gotta clean my glasses, guys. I'm sorry. I'm like, what is that? Something smeary on my glasses here. There we go. All right. So let's get down to, let me get that roll of foam. Let's do this. Let's go overhead. Adjust that. Okay. Pattern of the week. What? That's the M240 flamethrower. That's the pattern of the week. Make sure this light's not blowing too. Okay, good. Fantastic, guys. All right, so what we're gonna do? Let's do these smaller pieces first here. Well, no, how about this? Let's do the back here. This side. We're just going to do this. We're using the thinner foam because my plan would be to make this and then sticking thicker foam on top of it just to get things. But for now, let's do this. All right, get my blocks. And I get my marker. How's everybody doing today? Time change. Yep, you got it. This. All right. I normally use a white marker, but I'm running out of those today. I'm running low on my white markers. So anyway, we have that. So let's go ahead and flip and do the other side as well. I am very confident today. This is gonna look pretty good. Oh, hey. Going up Costumes says, I'm doing great. It's sunny, it's spring for it, and I'm fed up with my neighbor. Got fed up. My neighbor got evicted and moved. Almost done mocking. Done us smocking. Watching cosplay contest last night. Oh, so your belligerent neighbor got evicted? Yep. Oops, I gotta get back to this overhead. All right. These pieces on the ribs, where the ribs are like these sections here, I traced them, but I'm not cutting these guys out. This is placement for the ribs. So it is that when you, matter of fact, you guys will see, but when I cut the ribs, this shows me where they get glued down at. So, because the ribs actually protrude, and I don't want to have them. But I want to know exactly where they fall. So. Okay, we got the back. Hold on, let's go ahead and cut. Where's my knife? My knife. Oop. Hold on a second, guys. Let me grab my knife. Must be over here somewhere. Let's cut this guy out. Right. Let's do the shoulders. On the shoulders, I think this edge should get beveled, I think. Yes. So, all right, hold on. So let's trace this really fast. Like that. Oh, wow. So you have those aware of 3, unaware that 3 block with restraining orders against him. Wow, man. I'm curious, how are you going to do the ribs? Well, the ribs, on the alien ribs, they're very protruding. Like, they used real ribs, but they kind of protrude. They're not round. I was looking at all the pictures of the ribs and stuff. Like, they kind of protrude outward. There's a really distinct look to them. So that's why I'm going to make the pattern, and once I get that figured out, then I'll have probably triangular ribbing on it, and then doing foam clay on top of that probably. But again, I say that, but it's all about making it up as we go. See what looks better. All right. Hey, that's Kevin McKinney. Thank you so much, Kevin, for the donation of. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Turn the volume up a little bit so I can hear that. Thank you, Kevin, as always. That's not necessary, Kevin. I appreciate your support, though. Thank you. But what's funny, guys, right now I'm working on a space movie at the same time I'm doing this, but I only do this on Sundays. But during the week, I'm working on this sci-fi movie stuff, and I have a lot to do. And we're finishing up next week. I should have all the strapping for the spacesuits, and then there's some additional weathering, and then some graphics that have to go on them. And after all that, they're going to be done. And then the costuming underneath, there's the costumers are doing that. I'm just providing the armor to go on top. So see, we go left, and this is that's the back, and that's the front. And this needs, hold on, so I'm not thinking about this. This should be beveled. These are arrows to remind myself this gets beveled in. Yeah, this does not, but that edge does. Okay, so we flip, same thing. And the other thing too is, now that I've been working, I haven't been able to walk as much, so I'm realizing, I hate to admit it, but the only way to really get myself in shape and lose the weight is to work out. And I used to do it a lot in my 30s and 40s and even in my 50s. And I just dropped off because I used to have this big workout bench in my house. This big like gym thing, this big like machine. I loved it. And when I got married, I got rid of it. And now I bought a smaller bench, but I'm realizing I need to make room for it. I have to get back to doing that because that's always worked. And as much as you don't, I just know that it takes some dedication and a particular mindset to stick to it, though. I just got to get my mindset right and stick to it. My wife's great at that. She always sets her mind like, I'm going to quit smoking, and she just does it, which is remarkable. So this, oh yeah, beveled in. So this edge beveled, got it. All right, the shoulder's done, and this back piece. So when something's done, I like to get it out of the way, put it over here. Okay, this is the shoulder socket thing. Yeah, this I think this edge is going to get beveled as well too. Just this edge here. All right, so this is left too. All right, okay, so let's go ahead. Yeah, let's do it like this. Can we squeeze that in here? Yeah, there you go. Just trying to squeeze stuff in. No. Will it fit? Will it fit? Oh, it does. It does fit. Nothing does. Okay. Just like that. Item of the day and a ruler I made. Brian says push-ups, whole body workout. It's so funny. Dude, it's pull-ups and push-ups. I have this nice pull-up bar I had, and I even have some rubber bands that give me some assist because pull-ups are hard. And I used to get them, but you got to get something that gets you started. So, pull-ups and push-ups. I know, we talked about it. I got to get back to it. So, anyway. Get this going. Got to start making a schedule. Because I'm on this project, and the thing is, my friend who's doing the film, I for the amount of stuff he needs for the show, I convinced him that we have to get a little bit of a jump start because before we go into production on the show, I want to get a jump start on all the stuff I need to do, like the costumes, because in order for me to do other things, I have to get these costumes built first, because the costumes alone, he wants 6 of them. It's 3 men and 3 female suits, and they're just a lot of work. In order for me to do that, it's like I need just to dedicate the time strictly to those guys. So I'm doing that, and then once it gets done, then I can start working on other things. But that's why I threw together that control panel, just to kind of jump on that too. Kathy Ted, grading myself to the gym has made a huge difference. Being consistent is very, and surprisingly, at my age, I've recovered my mobility and building. Yeah, Kathy's completely right. It's because I did the same thing. I put on a lot of weight when I was in like my 30s and 40s, and then I was like, oh yeah, and then I just got obsessed. But again, I lived by myself and had a gym and worked out of my house, and I'd get up in the morning and do it first thing in the morning. And also I didn't, but yeah, she's right. It's the consistency, doing it and sticking to it is the hard part. So, okay, this is left. So I am really dedicated to get back on there. I have this spot in the shop. I just gotta my shop's being filled up with this space armor stuff. I gotta move things around. So, All right, let's flip this over. But I figured if I talk to you guys, it makes me get a little bit more obligated to stick to it. Because then you guys can come in and go, hey man, how's the working out going? I'm like, huh? What? All right, so. Yeah, it's just coffee. Because I want to get down to 170. You know, 184 right now, and I want to get down to 170. At least start. I could probably go more, but start with that. Make a goal. You know, I'm realizing, guys, this armhole on here is too small. Hey, much props. What? Hey, much props. I've lost 45 pounds since January, and I feel better than I did in my 20s. Oh, dude, fantastic. Congratulations, much props. What's your routine? Are you working out? You're walking? Talk to me, brother. What do you got going? Because I walk and do cardio out the wazoo, but I found that the best thing is weight training. You can say all you want, but weight training really makes a big difference for me. Okay, this is right. Yeah, these armholes, dude, they're too small. I'm going to have to make these guys bigger. But tell you what, let's see. Yeah, now that I'm looking at them, like just see, as for example, this paper. See? Yeah, no way in hell. So let me, while I'm thinking about it, let's make this bigger. So we know for a fact there's no way. I like the shoulder, so we just need to go like this. Come down like that. Open this up. Yeah, like that. There we go. There we go. Yeah. I thought, let's just do this before I do it. Okay. So, now, let's back up. Like that. The thing that really got me motivated back in the days, I think in my 30s and 40s, was called Body for Life, and there was a guy who wrote a book, and he basically just broke it down, and it was like 3 months. It was 12 weeks, 3-month program, and in doing that, I did it, and I dropped a ton of weight. It worked. The thing is, it was like a 3-month window, and you just had to stick dedicated to it, and it was very successful. So I got the book and did it, and so my plan is, I have the old workouts. I'm probably just gonna print them out and just get back on doing that, because that one worked for me. Okay, this is right. Got the hole bigger. Fantastic. Okay, now this is done. Set this down. These guys out. Now again, when doing prototypes, Harbor Freight is the best way to go. Hey, Lotus Blossom, good morning. kettlebells, push-ups, routines, a lot of walking, 5 to 10 miles. Dude, I do 3 miles. My city walk I have is 3 miles a day. Oh, that's fantastic. Man, guys, you're all inspiring. This is wonderful. Thanks. What's this? Shooting star. Oh, the shooting star. Yeah, those helmet visors, guys. Kevin, yeah, those visors, those are going bye-bye. That one you're showing. I think the only ones they have now are the tinted ones. And that's it. Like, they're literally stopped making them. They're not replacing them. I reached out to them and said, hey, man, where's your clear visors and this and that? And they're like, oh, the helmets that they, those particular visors, the helmets, they stopped making those helmets. So they stopped making the visors for them. So. Lotus. Last day of the Harbor Freight sale. Oh, that's right. There was a sale. I went yesterday and didn't realize that. So, but I got this foam. This stuff's great. It's inexpensive. It's really good for making your prototypes. Because what you do is you don't really know it's going to work until you get it all together, especially if you're going through your expensive, high-quality EVA foam. It does kind of add up. So I always try to do Harbor Freight first, work the bugs out. And that's when these kids always go, oh, I want it to be perfect the first time. Like, it's never going to be perfect the first time. Even making patterns, as much as I have, I'm always kind of, the chrome face shields. Those, I always get those around, yeah, you can get those there. They're expensive, but they're decent. They're really, well, the skydiving visor helmets are really good. They're the chrome ones too. They're nice. Okay. Let's get back to it. Right now we have this guy right here. So my plan is when I make these, I'm going to stick a lot of, there's going to be like foam on top of this to make the ribs, the bones, all the textures and stuff. I was looking at these Alien toys I wanted to get, but since Alien, the movie, and they're older movies and the toys are older, they're expensive. So it's like by the time I want to buy one, if I bought them when they came out, I probably could have got them a lot cheaper. But I wanted to buy an Aliens, not the James Cameron Alien Warrior, and they had a figurine, but it's like they're not cheap. I'm like, I can't justify buying something that. But there was a statue on display at the Reynolds Materials, and they had a really nice one on display. So I photographed him, and I got the gist of it. I mean, it's very organic, so it's very forgiving. So you're able to do stuff. So there we go, like that. And this. But again, if this works really well and is perfect, I might just keep it and just stick stuff on it. So we'll see. It depends. Because I'm going to have to stick so much stuff on these anyway to get to what I want. Because all the bones and the stuff in the front, I'm probably going to carve them. Kind of like I did with the alien head. Shape them all up and then stick foam clay on them. And a lot of tubing too, a lot of tubing stuff. Hold on. Right. Wait, what's that? Somebody's saying, I don't know if anybody knows, but the futuristic foam helmet, it's from Etsy. Is there a link for it? Is there an Etsy store link? The template, at least. Well, yeah, they sell the tile foam, but they also sell rolls. They got both. Um, the I was going to use the tile. I have tile foam for this build, but just to get the distance and and as much foam as I want to use. So which how many guys talking about? Is there a pattern for a helmet she did? The futuristic helmet. And the second one is always much better than the prototype. Yep, true. It's always, yeah, right. You make one, then you do it again. It's always better. Things you've learned. All right, let me get back to tracing this really quick. Let me here. I'll tell you what. Let me get some straight pens for a second. Hold on, guys. I don't want this guy wiggling around on me here. Pin this and pin that. And pin. All right, got so. Oops! Don't you move on me. That and all right, got that. Okay. Alright. Take this guy out. Over here. And now the other side. Right. Hold on, guys, for a second. I'm going to get a sip of coffee, and I'm going to go down and use the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. Oh. Yeah, this is really cool. This build always intimidated me. I was always like building this and how to do it, and just you have to Coffee. That's right, Becky. Take take a leak. I'll be back. All right. All right, guys, I'm back. What we're working on today is the alien torso. The patterns are done, and we're tracing them onto foam, and we're going to glue it together to see what it looks like. So that's what we're doing. Let's get back to it. All right. Let's trace this. I think the only thing I might change, I might do this out of a thicker foam. But I wanted to do this just to make sure the wraparound and the consistency, like when it's all together, how much it fits the human body, at least my body, that is. Um, So that is it. So let's start cutting. And we'll start with this guy. Like that. So yeah, definitely these edges are 90. And when I'm cutting, I'm always on the inside of the Sharpie line because it's actually tracing the outside of the pattern, so that's to get that accurate. Let's do that. Like this. That. This. That. All right. And yeah, this is 92. And here. That. Right. And let me get a small craft knife for the tight curls, guys. When cutting smaller tight areas, that's when the craft knife comes in handy. Tell you what, matter of fact, let's just do that right now. Kind of here, this. That. Let's do that right now while I have it. Okay, right. Oh, cut these guys out too here. You know, that's just detail. I don't really need that. Come to think of it, just not. Don't need to really bother cutting these holes out, do I? Nah, let's do it. Yeah, cut them out. You want to get the look, see what it's gonna look like. So cut everything out. Don't get lazy, Ted. Cut everything out. All right. Mm-hmm. Oh, good Lord. That scared me. That fell from above. All right. Okay. Right. Okay, that and all right. Yeah, it's here. So let's get this, throw this crap away real quick. Hold on. Make room. Hey guys, really quickly, I don't know for you guys, for yourself, but for me personally, there is that show I used to love, had one season, and it did not get, because it was being screwed over by Fox News, they're just, anyways, a show called Firefly, and I loved the show. It was only got a season, and nobody understood it, except for the fans, and it lasted a season, and then of course they canceled it. But then Josh Wheaton was like, hey man, give me the rights to my show back, and they said fine, since the show's been canceled, they let him have it back. They turned around, made a movie, and the movie well, what happened was, when he got the rights back, they took the series and he put them on DVD, and at the time it was the best-selling DVD they ever had in a series. So they're like, oops. And then he's like, well, now the show is mine. I want to make a movie. So he basically finished the story. I mean, he set up at least to do the second season and did it as a movie. The movie did great. Again, terrible trailer for the movie. A lot of people didn't see it. But it became a cult film. People loved it. So now, decades later, they got everybody on board. And I think they're going to do something else with it. I know Disney, I know Disney owns it. And so I think they're either going to launch a new series or probably a movie. I think it'd be best to do a movie, because trying to lock those actors down. But then again, if they could get everybody, it'd be great. I just wonder if Josh Wheaton, I know he kind of like somewhat got borderline canceled, but like anything, it wasn't that he was a sexual predator. He was just an asshole and hard to work with. It's like James Cameron. But James Cameron didn't get canceled. He just... But, I don't know. He was just a hard guy to work for. I don't really makes it an issue to get fired over that, but who knows. Anyway, I don't know if he's involved, because I know that Disney owns the IP, probably, is what the deal is. But trying to get those, they must have did something, because I know that they really wanted Josh involved, and so they might have worked something out because the actors are coming back, so we'll see. Firefly, that's it. Mantis. I worked on Mantis. I worked on the pilot. The very first episode was Mantis. The thing funny about Mantis was is that my friend and I used to make, like, who's that man looking like a bug? Mantis. Turn the song into Shaft. Like, what's your now? I'm talking about Mantis. Mantis. Yeah, Mantis was the concept of like any other show. It was a It was basically a show called Exo-Man from the 70s. It was it was a pilot to be turned into a TV series, but the show pilot was so bad it never got off the ground. But it was in the 70s and it was called Exo-Man. It was the same thing. There's this guy witnessed some kind of horrible crime to say he's going to testify against these mob guys. They came in to kill him, and they broke his back with a lead pipe, and he was paralyzed, and he was in a wheelchair. But he was working on some technology, so he built this machine to kind of make him walk an exosuit and he was Exo-Man, which basically is like Iron Man and everything else. So he built this suit, and then he would go out and fight crime at night as Exo-Man. So then that came and left, and then they basically redid it again, and it was basically called Mantis. Same concept, but better executed, though. And part of the disguise is that he's in a wheelchair, so people don't suspect it's him, and that when he's in his Mantis suit, it taps into his brain and allows him to walk and have strong strength. And in the pilot show we did, the costume was lame. They had him in a trench coat. He had a couple things on him, but he had a trench coat that covered his... And then finally, when the show got picked up, they actually, I think, went to K&B, and they ended up making a suit that he wore. It was way better looking, so... But yeah, like any show, here's the thing, guys. Network television kills, like, they never let any, because the ratings they need for a network show to keep it going is ridiculous. Now with the power of, like, streaming and cable, you have a better chance of making a show get out there. So you have better survival rate. But oh, Red Dwarf, yeah. Oh, I never watched Firefly. It's fun, Beck. I really liked it. I have the entire. It's only one season. You can get it. It's on disc. You can find it somewhere. But I have the entire shows. When it came out on DVD, I bought the shows and rewatched it, because when the network, they showed them out of order. It was really weird. Like, it was basically crib death. They killed the show before it even had a chance. Like, they were like, "Oh, this show's not enough action." So they showed this. They showed Josh Whedon shot a show, and they showed him out of order. So he had a story structure he wanted to do, and they took the episodes and showed them out of order. Yeah, TV sucks, dude. That's what it is. Network television sucks. Always has. And so I'm so glad when terrestrial TV's dying, because it's like, yeah, it's a horrible model. They have all these rules and restrictions that kills just everything. Okay, so we have our ribs are cut out. Let's go to the next part here. Ribs. And we're going to do the pieces here. Here we go. This is 90, right? Yeah, I hope I have enough contact cement to glue these guys together. I'm running low on all my supplies. Okay, and this is the edge that gets beveled. I think this is... Yeah, bevel this edge. Right, I think, right? All right, hold on. I think if I'm the back piece, I should maybe cut these guys down. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on, got that. All right. All right. that. And there's a rib too. Let's get 90 like this. Like that. I need help. Where's my sharpener? Hold on, guys. I'm getting my sharpener. Blade's getting dull. Oh. Yeah, speaking of shows that got canceled that you liked, like you were said Gundam Love Mantis. I loved Cowboy Bebop. I thought Cowboy Bebop live action was great and fine. And you had all these little freaking internet trolls. It sucks, it fucking sucks, man. And everybody just, it's like, and I always tell people, it's not, anime and live action are two different things. I don't know why you can't have both, but for some reason, if you make something live action, it's unsacred. Yeah, I'm not talking like garbage like Ghost in the Shell and stuff like that. They made terrible movies. Cowboy Bebop, they worked so hard and did a great job embodying the style of the show and bringing it to live action, and they did a great job. And that thing just got dragged so hard. And the thing that killed it was the girl that they cast turned into a little diva, and was like, it's just attacking the fans because she wasn't a 6'2" girl. And again, I'm totally on her side. Like, it's like you're just playing a character. You can't. Things work in anime, and certain things just don't translate. And so the casting, they got this girl, and everybody was really upset. The casting of this small girl, and the cartoon anime, she's like this, 6 foot with these giant cans, and so of course everybody got mad. Instead of her just handling it well, go, hey man, look, she could have said, look, everybody, I know I'm not what you guys expected, but please give me a chance. Like, watch the show, and just before you throw the baby out with the bathwater, give me a chance. So, but they did not do that. I'm realizing I think I might need to bevel. If we do this, we should bevel. Yeah, hold on. I'm getting distracted. Hold on, guys. Overhead. This edge where this guy joins, this needs to be beveled too. So hold on. Wasn't thinking. This is the top of the shoulders, and this is where it gets beveled. So I gotta put that bevel into it. Is this? There you go. Okay. Yeah. All right. Get that. Get this. Get that. All right. This good. Good. Get that. Oh wait. Well, throw out these scraps real quick. Oh yeah, Sequest. I worked on that too. I worked on Sequest. We did again, that Sequest, when you it's just the digital stuff just didn't really hold up. I mean, it was early days of digital work, and they were just some things just don't hold up over time. They're pushing the envelope with what they could do, and they're like, screw it, it's TV, that's good enough. Like, not really, but they did Space Above and Beyond, another great show that I loved, and they got kicked out way too early. It was another great series that was just ahead of its time, and again, good show, but they wouldn't let it build its audience. And Fox was like, nah, God, beep, just kicked it off, canceled. Because shows like that cost a little bit more money to make, but they don't want to give it any legs. They don't want to give any time. So, and then the irony of that was Space Above and Beyond was done, so they went ahead and just picked it up and shipped it and went over to London with it. So the British BBC bought it to air, but in London, they didn't know the show was canceled. So they watched the whole season. They're like, this is great. Wait, what? Only to find out that it was canceled. So everybody was furious because they bought a show that never finished. So everybody in London was trying to rally to save the show, not realizing that it was like a year or two old. So it was already gone. So, again, not knowing your audience, people. That's because network TV sucks. Always has. That's why I'm thrilled to hear that the Academy Awards are going to be on YouTube. Eventually going to work it up and get it on YouTube because they can have it go longer and they don't have to abide any rules and have these people getting kicked off stage for their long speeches. I mean, granted, some like Agent Brody, talking forever, but there's some things you benefit from because network has all these rules, these arbitrary rules they've made up of what's dirty, what you can say, what you can't say. It's all because we don't want to lose our sponsors. Like you don't have any rules like that on YouTube. Don't have to worry about it. Especially on timelines. Sorry, overhead. I think this guy. Yeah, I think this is 90. This all goes 90 right here. Like that. Fantastic. Like that. See, this is where the pieces get glued onto. That's my template for that. And all right, here we go. Like that. There we go. All right. So now we're going to do, let's start with this guy. Let's do, so we want to do the shoulder. This is left, right, so hold on, let's think about this. Yeah, hold on. It's like putting together a puzzle here, guys. Give me a sec. And let's start with this guy. It's going to get glued right there, and then this gets glued. Excellent. All right, here we go. So like that, right? And so that edge, we do that like this, right? And then this, and then no, it's all right. Should we bevel that? No, it's all right. So it's front and back. All right, got it. Get the glue. Oh, I'm sorry. Real quickly, Sarah on Twitch says greetings. Hey, hello. Sarah, how you doing? Thanks for joining us today. Yeah, we're gluing my. We made the pattern. I did old school, you know, duct tape and foil, and made a pattern for the alien torso I've been working on. This has been a little side project I've been working on. So I always have a project I do on my streams, and the last time I did a feral ghoul, and I know I realized people said I've never actually did a nice wrap up video with that, so I need to do that for you guys. Alright, so like that. Sorry, overhead. And this. And some contact cement here, like that. And we do the back too. That's going to be, we need the back side as well. Hold on. And that needs to be beveled as, oh, sorry guys, hold on. Do we need to bevel that? We might be alright. I don't know, we'll see. I'm debating about doing this edge beveled, but I mean, it's already beveled in the piece that I'm doing, so let's see if that works or not. It might be alright, so. So let's get this and that, and then this guy goes like that. Okay. Let's get our hair dryer. Let's bring Molly into action here. Yes, Lotus, get in the habit of it, because trust me, nothing dulls a blade faster than soft foam. It's crazy. You can still cut yourself with the blade, but for cutting foam, it tears it. As soon as it starts dragging or tearing, sharpen it immediately. I can't underestimate. That's why the sharpener is like, I live by that thing, because you need to definitely keep it sharp at all times. This foam is very porous and cheap, so I'm going to put another coat on. Let's do a second coat. Get at least 2 coats on here. And that, like that, and get that. All right, so Alright, got that. Good. And second coat on this guy. And here, good. All right, got it. You know, I'm thinking about doing. I might get the hot glue gun to stick these things down. Just go a little fat. Yeah, let's go with the hot glue gun on some of these things on the ribs. I might tack those down with hot glue just to speed this up a little bit. Gold leafing, yeah. It's a pain in the ass. I've never, I guess, it works on some things. It's just it's a pain. I don't know. Viking Lovey, can you throw it in chat, Daniel? Hold on, let's see. So let's start with this. Oh, wait, hold on. Like this. Good. All right, get that. And then this guy sticks here. Oh, dude, I can't believe that. I forgot to put glue here. After all that, Ted. Good job. All right. Yeah, that's right. Becky's right. You got to. It's YouTube's not really friendly for that. You have to do it over Twitch. Twitch, they don't mind sharing pictures and whatnot. Can't do that on YouTube. All right. Okay. Hey, also notice when I'm cutting, the other thing I'm doing, I know it makes it look like it's the one thing you can't see is the pressure I'm doing. For example, let me grab some scrap foam here real quick, show you something. when I'm cutting, I'm making sure this tip touches the mat. So it's always, I'm putting so much pressure on, using this finger at the top, pushing down, that I'm cutting the mat. So when the foam gets in the way, it just goes straight through. And that's the thing, is you just keep pressure at all times. That's part of the deal, is that when you're making sure that you're always cutting the mat. And sometimes the tip will get worn out, and that's where we can snap these little bits off. Okay, so. All right, got this guy. Then I stick this guy like this, like that. And then we go right here like that. And then we come up like this. Oh, wait a minute. Stop. What am I? There's the piece in here. It goes in. Oh, Ted. Hold on. These are the parts I'm gluing. It's like, oh, I screwed up. This is not 90. Dang it, Ted. Here. These guys. Here. Ugh. Sorry. Let go. There you go. Okay. What happened was, I kept thinking, oh, that part doesn't go there. This guy goes here first. That's what goes in, and then oh, you know, some guys, I did this backwards because I was visualizing. This is the front, and this is the back, and this should be 90, and this should be beveled. So I got them backwards. So that means that this, I left 90, that's fine. It's these guys I got to recut. I got to recut these guys. Hold on. Fix it real fast. Hold on. Sorry, that's what happened. I went backwards. So that's what you get. You should make the notes on your patterns when you're cutting. So hold on, we do it like this. Luckily, it's just this part we have to recut, so it's all right. This all's 90. That stays 90. It's the outside edge that gets beveled. So that was the problem. Right. Okay. And that is the left. So it's front and back. Yep. I was like, wait a minute, something's not right. This is why sometimes it's not. You don't want to take too long of a break on something because your brain, when you're crafting something, you step away from it, and you come back to it. You're like, wait, where was I? That's the story of my life. That was one of the beefs I used to have when I was working at the prop shop, because we'd have such crazy deadlines and we're doing so many shows at the same time. I'd be right in the middle of something, like, oh yeah, and I'd be doing it, and all of a sudden, Ted, stop what you're doing. This is priority. And I'm like, wait, what? And like, so they'd pull me off of something, they'd jump on something else, and then I'd finish it, and I'd come back, and it would take me 20 or 30 minutes to stare at what I was doing to figure out what it was. Like, wait, where was I? And it was just a ginormous waste of time. At that place, they always did it all the time. It was annoying as hell. Okay. Okay. There. Okay. So now, this edge is 90. Yeah, because that's what I wrote down, right? Right. There we go. That's the ticket. All right. Okay. Good grief. Okay. There we go. All right, now let's grab the pieces I was gluing, which is right here. Where's those shorter pieces? See, there's the problem. So this is the front. Let's see, this guy gets glued. Is that here, maybe? So hold on. Yeah, this guy, I think. Is that right? Hold on. Now let me count the tabs here because so probably it'd be best to glue this guy first. Then I can tell where it's going to fall, right? Okay, let's do that. That's what we'll do. So, here. Let's glue this in first so I can see where that's going to go, and then it'll tell me where the rest of the pieces are going to go. All right. That's the ticket. All right. And then we'll do this. Oh, I got to turn the fan on real quick, guys. Hold on. All right. Now we got it. That's how it goes. Okay. So, do a little touch up on this side here. All right. Excellent. Give that a minute. Tell you what, now I'm thinking about it. Let's go ahead and just start prepping this as well too, so the glue can dry. Let's do this too. Here, lay that like that, and let's do some glue on this guy. So at least get that first coat on there, and here too, and the back piece as well. And here. That. And like that. This guy too. That. Yeah, I really want to get this thing together today. I want to see what this looks like. A little setback. Things that happen when you step away from a project. You're like, wait, what? Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, that. Okay. All right. So. I believe this goes here like that, and that, and that. Perfect. And again, when things don't look like they're going to line up, you got to pull them and stretch them, because that's how the patterns work. Don't let it pull you around. See? Okay, hold on. This. Oops, wait, what? Uh-oh. Did I miss a notch somewhere? How did... I might have missed a notch. That's what it probably is missed a notch. So let's pull this guy down a little bit for here, right? Like that, yeah. Okay, so, and this guy goes, see. Having some registration mark issues here. Does it start here? It doesn't seem to be. I'm just trying to figure out where things start. Did it start there? Yeah, maybe, I think I might have missed a mark. Let's do this, try this maybe. So the hole's not that big. Like that. Maybe like this. This seems to be a little bit off balance. You know, I should have photographed it. Let me see. Hold on, guys. This might be it. Let's see. Yeah, some things aren't just lining up right. So hold on. Like this and that. Yeah, hold on. I think these guys go. There's a bit of a mess here. No, something's wrong. Something's wrong. I think I might have labeled something incorrectly. Let me yeah, because it's not shaping like it's not. Did I do the Wait, was I right the first time? Hold on, guys. Something's wrong. Because I'm thinking. Hold on. Maybe I was right the first time. Something's not. Yeah. Hold on. So if this is back and front, right? Let me double check something here. That seems alright. This thing's up. So crap, just when I got overly confident. Hey, the modifier. Hey, man, how you doing? I know, Brim, I'm sorry. I'm trying to reach out and say hello to you. Yes, something's afoot, guys. You know what we should do? Let me, let's get some thinner and take this thing apart, opposed to destroying, because I think something, yeah, let me figure something out real quick, guys, because I think, there's a mishap. I'm going to figure this out really quick here. So in order to save this pattern, let me go to the spray booth really quick here. go to the spray booth for a second and fix this. Give me a chip brush. All right, guys, hold on. All right, I'm back. Let's figure this out. Something with a foot. Let me grab some pictures really quick here. Because it's not that. It's just so. We have the foil, right? So hold on. Let's figure this out. So here's the complication is it says left, this says left. Yeah, that's this part right here. So it goes like this. So this is that's the seam line. That's where the shoulder line is, right? So, okay, so that is the seam line. So we know that for a fact. So let's mark this. That is the top line. That's where this guy has to fall. All right? And this all should be 90. This guy comes up like this, and then all swoops down. So that's fine. This is good still. So this is all 90, which we did with this guy. Oop, where's the other one? Sorry. So that is correct. This guy is still good, right? So that's front. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 is the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the top line. So this guy is the top shoulder. That's where that guy lines up. Got it. So then this, in that case, this guy too
then this guy goes here. Okay. So you can kind of see where this wiggles in, like it's in here. It's all distorted. This. Yeah, hold on, guys. Let me grab some pictures too. I want to look at something really quick. Go to photos. Oh, Ted, where are those pictures of that torso? Don't tell me you deleted those. Damn it, hold on. Yeah, I have this thing where I just delete too much off my phone. I'm done with something. Oh, there it is. Okay, so here's what we're looking at, right? Yeah, this should, so let's do this. So that, we know for a fact that's where it starts. So that is correct. Okay, so, hold on. Let's do, alright, let's do one at a time here. So, let me, get that. Where's that shoulder thing? Where'd it go? That's this guy. So, okay, let's do the left. So that knows for a fact. This guy, this guy sits here like this. So this goes in like that, and that flares out. You know, I'm realizing, I think the problem is that I'm not, it needs to be, go back to my photograph real quick here. Yeah, I see the problem. I need to, this needs a serious bevel on it. Here, I think I see what the problem is, guys. This needs to be, make this thing a little bit longer here. Because having the pattern is one thing, but if you're looking at this picture here, see how I drew on that line that it needs to be, I'm trying to glue and it won't stick in there. It needs to be beveled. So that part needs to be beveled here, the other direction here, for example, here. That's what happened. So. Where's that sharpener? That's all right, guys. All right. Yeah, it's what that is. That problem is that it's such a steep angle that this guy needs to sit on it like this and pop up like that. And that's why it was doing all kinds of crazy things, because it wasn't able to do that. So the other side, where's the left back here? Right here. Yep, same thing. It needs to be beveled. Here, hold on. Oops, sorry. Because that was the part where it's kicking out. It's not just gluing things together, you gotta also put the bevels in things here. Okay, there we go. So, all right, so I think this might solve our problem here. All right, get that, and put the glue on this guy again, and this. Okay. And that means this guy should I angle this side too, maybe? So sometimes you just bevel one side, but I'm thinking if I bevel both. Nah, I don't need to bevel that much. So let me okay, hold on. Yeah, because you can see that picture. Although the lines are not on there, I drew that crease line. So I was trying to glue that 90, and there's no way in hell it's going to go together. So I had the cut line right there, and that's where it is. So now I see it. That was the problem we were having. So I should have photographed that better before I did the cut lines. Okay, now. Brian said, hey man, give me a cup of coffee. Hold on, let me turn this sucker off for a second. Let me turn this fan off. Okay. Yeah, that's what it was. It's because it's like, it didn't seem right. I'm like, wait, what's going on? So I just need to, let's get it together, and then if it goes together, then I'll make notes on this pattern as well. So yeah, this is one of the downsides of stepping away from a project. Multitasking, trying to do this and work on a show at the same time. Now that we know that's the deal, let's do that on this one too. Let's cut this guy. Since it's already glued together, let me I'm extending the registration marks, and I'm going to go on the other side and cut this like a bevel. So So wait, this is right. Oh, is it this one? So it's this guy right? Yeah, it's this one. Okay. All right. And we know. Wait, that's not here. Damn it, Ted. Well, this one's already got. Is this the one? So this one's. Hold on. You know, some guys, I think I had these marked backwards. That might be the problem. Hold on. Are they backwards? Because it doesn't make any sense. The degree of where these things are going. Hold on. I wonder if it could be some. It's just I'm not. Something's yeah. Something doesn't look right. Oh, sorry guys, let me get this. Everybody. What the hell? Yeah, something's not right because the way it flares. No, that's not it, Ted. It's just it doesn't make any sense to be like this and do like that and then wrap it around. Where's the back side again? Hold on. Make sure these guys. I'm making sure these guys line up. No, they line up. Okay, that is okay. We're right. We're right. Never mind. Jesus Christ, dude. Talk about doubt, people. Whew. All right. Let's do this. So, we know for a fact this is the start line, right? In here. That's the top line. And, oh, there's no glue. Dude, how did you not get glue in this? You idiot. Oh, damn it. Sorry, guys. I don't put glue in this one. Jesus Christ, Ted. Alright. It's already 11 o'clock, guys, and we're not even close. Hold on. I'm a man on a mission. Because this would have worked if I didn't have the notes correctly. All right. So let's get this guy together too here. So this and that. Right. Line these two up like this. Perfect. All right. Get that. Good, good, good. The hair jar. see what I'm doing. Okay. See, I know that's where it ends, right? So it starts there, and then comes from that to this to that to that, right? And it comes back to this to there, like that. Okay. All right. Yep, there you go. There it is. Thank God. Okay. That's what was going on. Oof. Then with that, that's where the shoulder thing goes in place, and that's this guy, this sucker. It goes like this, and yeah, okay, that makes sense now. Okay. All right, guys. Whew. A little bit of a setback. Ted, who foams. This is what happens when you don't focus and you're juggling too many projects at one time. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do that and put glue on the inside lip of this guy. And we're going to do one side at a time. Yeah, that was the mission. That was it. I glued it all again. I'm like, wait, why is this not looking right? That's because you didn't compensate for the bevel, which usually, here's the thing, guys. When I made that pattern, that line is so steep, you make notes on the pattern as you have it before you cut it. Like, this is going to be, it's a hard, like, bevel cut. Like, it's like either one side gets beveled, the other side gets beveled. But that was the thing that I needed to do, and I did make notes of that because I was just like, I got that, moving on. I was just so eager to get it cut and not stop to make notes first. You got to make notes on everything you do. So, yeah, now I know. So, lesson learned. And that needs to be beveled out, not beveled in. So, anyway, that's great. So let's let that dry. And let's start doing the other one too. Here. And let me do the lip on this guy. So both these shoulder socket things here were there's no shoulder piece. Oh, there it is. Oh my God. Just when you thought something was going to go together easy. Okay, so then we do the same thing here, overhead. Reapply the glue. Now we know what I did, so this will go together better. Man, a lot. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be making this again, guys. Now they have my notes. So this was the and that's the and we gotta find the center line too. Oh, wait, let go. Same drill again, but I need to make a note on the pattern that helps me line things up. Hold on. This is the top line, so make a note on that so we know that's the line. So when we do the other side, we know that's where it meets up. Got it. Helps everything fall in place. And let's get the hard bevel. That's good. And that's this. Oh, that's right. This is the one I'm replacing. This one's. So is the bevel one? Yeah, that's the bevel. That's so that is. Okay. Good grief, Ted. This is the one I got wrong. That's right. Okay. Okay. Let's go and put another coat on this guy real quick. Everybody, I know I'm running over today. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I'm not stopping this stream until it's together. So. Hey everybody, who's all here? It's a Zen. Hey Zen, what's up? Yeah, I had a little bit of a mishap when I was gluing stuff together. It wasn't falling together right because I realized I forgot to have a bevel in the cut to make an angle. The angle was too. I was trying to glue something that needed to be beveled when it was actually 90, so it was making it distort weird. And I realized because I didn't make the notes properly. So. Oh no, more time with Ted. What are we gonna ever do? I'm sorry. It's funny going to costumes. I do that because it's like I'm kind of like more likely talking to my family than anybody else. Where's my phone? Oh, it's right there. Sorry, I was looking at. I have the pattern. That's right. I can put the phone on the charger now because I have it all figured out. I was normally when you're building stuff, and before you cut your pattern apart, you need to photograph it. Like you make the pattern, you make the notes. And then you photograph the pattern back, all your cut lines, and therefore when you disassemble it and you put it back together, if you haven't done it, well, you can go back and look at the pictures of what you've done. So thank God I have this picture. So that was why I looked at that picture. So all right. Nice try, Nick. Let's go. Let's do it. All right, overhead. And that's our center line. You start there, like that. Comes down like this. And, oh, wait, no, go here and there and like that, perfect. And then same thing back here, line it up. All right, fantastic. Oh man, okay, there you go. And now we have the shoulder part thingy. And that gets glued here. Let me grab that really quick. Where's that at? That's the other one here. Where's the other one? Oh, this is it. Okay. Okay, well, let me put a little more glue on it because I think it's been. I think one of the biggest confusions too, when I cut this thing apart, some things are pretty easy, they line up, but there's a lot of stuff going on, so I can't remember where the registration mark starts and ends, which one it lines up with which. So sometimes it's good to have one of a label on it, but yeah. So that goes there. And, okay. Now I got it. It's got torn. It's got ripped. Let's fix that real quick. Again, even though it's just a prototype, I just want to get everything. Yeah, this definitely is going to be the. You know, guys, I got a little overly confident that it was going to come together really easy. You know, I'm thinking though, this guy has a bevel. Don't do stick. You said is that I think the bevel should be on both sides to get that sharpness I'm going to need. Yeah, hold on. Let's do. Yeah. Dang it, Ted. You know. Because it needs to be really steep. So let's go ahead and just cut that really quick. Alright. Yeah, this would have been easier to do this before I put it on, Ted. So let's do that on the other one then. So now I have to apply glue to this beveled I just cut. Yeah, that's going to make it a lot better. All right. Oh, man. That. All right, good, good, good. And let's do the other one. And you know what else I can do? Let's apply glue to this edge too. Here. I'll tell you what. Should we do? Can we do that? No. Yeah, let's do the front, not the back, because you still need to be able to get into it. So hold on, I got an idea. Let's do this. Let's just do the front. Put glue on the front here, and then we'll keep the back open because that's how I'd get in the costume. All right. So, oh, excellent. This has already been beveled. Fantastic. Good, good, good. Okay. So, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Let's put glue in the front here. We got that. Got it. Okay. And got it. Okay. Then this guy lines up like this. And that. Right. Yeah, probably the bevel probably have to be a little steeper, but still not bad. Keep going. You got that. And then you have push, push, pull over here like that. Oop. Sorry. Pull. Raise this up. Got it. And then this. And then that. Fantastic. Like that. And then this bone sticks right there. Oh, it's great. Let's fire up the hot glue gun. Alrighty. It's getting there. That's not bad. I think, too, once you get this all together and do heating, like get it all together and do a little heat forming, it's really going to pull together. So let's go ahead and get the hot glue gun, which I should have turned on earlier, but the battery's dead. Hold on. That heat up. Oh, thank God. So that's going, and then we're going to do the these guys get pulled over here and they get glued on like this, like that. Now the ribs, there's some tubing that's going to hold these guys in place, but that's going to be added later. So but definitely yeah, it's looking good. Okay, well, that's heating up. Let's do the other shoulder. Right, it's over here. Just like that. Get this, that. Yep. There you go. And that. 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 Like this. And this guy goes on top of that. All right. Oop, sorry. Wonderful. This is all heated. We'll hot glue these guys down. These ribs. What I could do, let's glue this front on. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Right. Stick. There you go. Like that. And oh, it's coming together. Yeah, definitely have to make some notes on these patterns. Got it. But it wasn't the pattern was wrong, just had to incorporate the bevels and a lot of heat forming, and definitely in my future. Let me catch up with chat really quick. Hey, everybody.
How's everybody? Oh, sorry. Problem being, I'm not a part of the Facebook thing. Is that Kevin? Would be a date with 2 hours and talk about whatever we want with him. What is this we're doing? Guys, I love talking. If you guys want to do something where I can sit down and talk, I'd love to. I just sit down and tell you guys, talk, whatever you guys want to know. I'll look at these things. Sorry, yeah, guys, I was in the zone for a little bit. I'm back now. Let me. Oh, thank God, this is actually coming together now. We're gonna glue the ribs down on the sides. This is coming along. There's gonna be, because my plan is a foundation, because then I'll start sticking foam on top of this for the additional bones and whatnot. But I want to have a structure. Make sure this works. Okay. Is it hot enough? You know, it's a little hot glue. It's getting there. Not quite hot, but. Painting and lacing. My common writer, need to finish it. Oh, Xanarus, which common writer are you doing? There's so many common writers. It's insane. I love common writers. Forming a contest with a free helmet pattern. Yeah, it's not much of a prize. It's free. Or just one of my patterns I can give away, which is fine too. I'm good. I'm good either way. Any one of my patterns, we can make it a prize. Common Writer 1. Sorry, I don't. Okay, hot glue. I'm just hot gluing right now, guys. Just talking about ideas. Dude, I'm totally on board, guys. Because one thing I'm anything you guys want to come up with that you guys think would be cool or want to do, I'm totally down for. Been spreading myself a little too thin lately with this job. Also, too, I apologize. The alien egg thing I was editing, and then I took this film project, which ate up a little bit of my time. So I'm finishing up these space suits, these pilot suits. And once the pilot suits are done, we're waiting to pull the trigger on production, and then I'll be doing like art direction, set designs, and things. And I just wish there's some crafty people I knew locally I could rope into it, because I need help, but there's no money in this show. It's super low budget. I mean, there's money to make it, but that's about it, really. So I'm going to be recruiting some people. The contest would be for making the pattern and voting on the best entries. Making a pattern. So I'm not particularly, so making a pattern or what's the contest again? I'm sorry. That's not. Can Becky translate? I don't know what's going on. All right. glue. All right, guys, we're in the final stretch. We're almost there. 11:30. Making the helmet from the pattern. Oh, like. Other people make the helmet from the pattern, or. Or watch me make a helmet from a pattern? Who can make the best helmet from my pattern, I guess? Kevin would like to take your free helmet pattern. Thanks, Becky. Kevin would like to take your free helmet pattern and have a contest to see who can make it up one way or another. Oh. I don't think I explained it any better. That's all right. You guys got this rib. I'm gonna do the other ribs, and then once we're done with this, I'm gonna take the heat gun to it. I'm gonna shape it up a little bit. He'll get where there goes his dyslexia. I get it. I get it. It's like just people just make my own helmet pattern. Oh my god! Way back a million years ago, when Twitch started, and these guys were making. It was Studio J7, Talent Foundry, or something like that, and a whole bunch of guys, and they all got together to build my helmet on a live stream. So they all had the pattern and they all downloaded the pattern, and they're just having a group building Evil Ted's pattern. And so I thought it was really good. So I joined their stream, and they lost their minds. They're like, "Oh my god, Evil Ted's here!" And I thought it was so funny. Like, it was so nice of them just to do something. And I thought, guys, I would have been invite me, I'll show up. It was like, but it was really cool. There was just hanging out and doing that. It was a lot of fun. That was back in the Twitch days. And that's where I made friends with Studio J7, and then I eventually saw them when my wife and I, we stuck to London, and my wife reached out to them and set up a meet and greet with them at a bar. Remember that, Becky? It was so much fun. They were just like, hey, and they didn't like, they just did it on their own. They're like, oh, dude, we're so sorry. We should have asked for it. Like, dude, no, not at all. Like, it's my helmet pattern. It was really funny, but it was great. I remember that. Good times, man. The early days of Twitch, but I would have like 70 people in my stream. I would do a live build, and I'd cut it down and make a YouTube video out of it and put it up. I wasn't working though. I was working, doing that to make money. And it was easy to do because it was just me. And then I went and got married, had a family, so that doesn't really quite pay the bills for that. All right, guys. It's coming together. Let's do the other side. Got to hot glue the. Let me show you guys what I'm doing. On the ribs, on the pattern, you guys can see, I made it to where they overlapped, so the bones would stick out. So I do this thing like this, like that. Because I want the bones to kind of stick out. So that's the template. Shows me where I want to put it.
and hold it. I'm thinking of getting the dual stream up and running on. Oh man, Becky, do it. It's so great. But I'd like to have to talk a lot nicer on my streams. Yes, you do. It's so funny. I realized I did it on my Twitch, not so much, but yeah. Oh, so close. Yeah, because my plan on the costume is I'm gonna have a spine that's gonna sit on top of this. There's gonna be an overlap on the Velcro. That's how I'm gonna get in and out of this costume as I make the spine. But yeah, this is definitely a prototype. I can tell there's a lot of things I want to change in this thing. But it's getting there. Utah. Hey, speaking of that, Becky, ElcoCon, they've been having a lot of. They're really big. They really blew up, and they got a lot of celebrity guests and actors and voice actors and stuff like that. So, yeah, they're really taking off. So, I don't know if they're gonna ever bring me back. They're like, wait, we can get people. Like what? But Peter and I really loved ElcoCon. We want to go back. And besides, just want to hang out with you, Becky, and have margaritas. I can filter. I'm home. I'm grown in Utah. They do love you, Ted. I know, Beck. I'm just. Yeah, I gotta. It's the thing that's so funny is that I'm getting geared up for this production for this movie. And I'm letting my friend know that, dude, you're not going to have me in June. Like, we need to start this production pretty soon because that's why I'm rushing to get these spacesuits done because I had a whole bunch of other things I have to build for the show. And if we do that, then I take off, and then I do. I have 2 conventions in June. I do GameCon Canada, which is spectacular. It's a lot of work though, and then. Then I do KelownaCon, which I made a video for him, and I didn't like the way it looked. I got to redo the video. My energy levels. I was too tired when I was doing it, so I'm going to remake a video today. I'm going to make a video announcement. I did a post, but I want to do a KelownaCon post as well. All right, guys, hold on. Holding. So anyway, guys, how would you do the contest? Sorry. How would we do the contest? Would it be like, where do they submit the pictures to? Like do it on a Foam Fanatics or something? You guys want to do it on a Foam Fanatics? Like we make the contest and people interested. We can do it through Foam Fanatics. Kind of keep it in the tight Evil Ted fan base. Just doing the Evil Ted Foam Fanatics and have a contest. And whoever gets the best helmet, we should come up with some decent prizes. Like I should just make something to give away. Right? I got some pattern. I can make something to give away. Instead of just a pattern, actually make something. That'd be fun, right? Oh, with my copious spare time. Let's. Oh my God, this is it, guys. Last thing. Let's get some tape. Let me throw some. Let me tape this up the back so when I heat it, it'll take shape. All right, guys. Yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna run some. Let me run some masking tape down the back of this, so when I heat it up, it'll take shape better. All right, some tape. Yeah, come here. Sticky son of a bitch. Alright, get that like this. Yep, stick. I'll probably need some. Just. Yeah, who am I kidding? Some straight pins. Let's do this. Let's do a pin it maybe. That. Yeah. Try to do this so I don't stab myself. Yeah, because duct tape will just rip it up. Ah, that's good enough. All right, here we go. Heat gun. Yeah, heat this shoulder up. Yeah, we're gonna heat this up. Shape it like that. That's a little better. All right, got that. All right. And take these pins. That didn't work very well. Let's take these pins out. And moment of truth. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it's like I can guarantee it's like it's a 3-inch space in the back, but you get the gist of it, right? Once you get the shoulder things on there, But yeah, it needs to be extended a little bit. Check out this. Look at the space in the back. Woo. All right, guys, there it is. That's it. We're done. Mission accomplished. All right. It's exactly what I need, just a base to start with. It was funny because that this costume is part of the inspiration to kind of like drop some weight to get so that I can get it in my Xenomorph scoop. All right. Alien corset. Yeah, I can guarantee it needs to be added a lot more in the back and stuff. But yeah, that's why I figured too, about 3 inches. So 1.5 inches on both sides. Oh, focus. Come on, focus. There we go. All right, guys. That was a long run today, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, really, guys. I appreciate that so much. Big announcement again. KelownaCon. I'll be there June 27th to the 28th. Also, in that same month, I will be also at GameCon Canada. If you guys want to get all the details, go to my website, eviltedsmith.com. Click on events, and it shows you where I'm going to be at. Keep up on current events and what's happening in my crafting life and stuff. Get on my newsletter. I have a newsletter, and I always do it every week. I try, sometimes the work will override. I'll miss a week or two. But anyway, if you get on that, I put out a weekly newsletter to keep you up to date what's going on, what I'm doing next, and my live streams. And this alien build, it's been a bit of an adventure, but yeah, it's there. I just needed a base because so much of this you have to add to it. Like you get the shape of the shoulders. I like I would definitely add more foam to the edge and then sculpt out a little bit more with the foam clay. And there's bones here. There's like these big bones here. Yeah, I might, and also these guys too. These could be rounded out a little bit more. I think the spacing's a little tight. I want to open these guys up just a little bit more. But there's all these things we can do with my patterns. But yeah, good prototype build. This is great, and I'm glad we figured out the shoulder thing. This is why you always make notes before you cut your pieces together when you make a duct tape pattern. Make notes on it, photograph it back and front, so that when you cut it and go to assemble it, something doesn't look right, you can look at your pattern and say, hey. So again, do as I do. Becky needs a shower. Matter of fact, Becky, it's the same thing. I'm going to take a walk first. I'm going to get a walk in today as my first step to my right direction. My walk in today. I have some space in my shop. I'm going to put my workbench, my workout bench up here. Get back on it. Real Tide Design says hello from South Wales. Oh, thank you. Hello, South Wales. Real Tide on Twitch says hello. Oh, Real Tide, hello, guys. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out today. Also, my friend who wants the Speed Racer book, I have it now. I found it, and I'm going to mail it on Monday morning. I'm mailing it out. So I found it. I'm going to ship it. It's going to Switzerland, so I'm going to pack it up and ship it off. Burn calories, baby. That's right. I got my weight built. Get my walk in. Do my 3 miles. Finish my cup of coffee. Guys, it's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys every day. So, I mean, well, every Sunday, that is. Every Sunday. Thanks. And I will keep you posted, guys. Please follow me on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. I post every week. I'm posting the stuff I'm working on right now. I'm doing these spacesuits, and this week I'm doing the strapping. I have a friend that's going to sew the webbing for me. I just got to cut all the webbing, get the Velcro, and send it to them, have them stitch it, so I can come back and glue them onto the armor. And then the helmets get lights. I'm going to put some LED strip, from the strip light LEDs inside the helmet so you can see the actors' faces. But again, ElcoCon, which
not Elko, not Elko, Kelowna Con. It's gonna be that's gonna be in there. That's for you guys in British Columbia. I'll be there. I'm super pumped. There's other cons on the horizon right now, but I can't talk about them because we haven't. They haven't launched a date. But I will be in Florida for Scarefest. I think Scarcity Con, which is happening. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick, guys. Hold on. Scare City. I think it's. Scream City, Scare City, is it Scream? Oh. Hold on. Hold on, guys, I'm gonna real quick here. We don't have that down. I think they're advertising that. We should have that on our event page, right? All right. I thought it was on our event page, but apparently it's not. So I'll get Peter on that. Oh, Elko Cosmic Con, legal crap. Yeah, Beck. You know, it's well. We had it first. We had our name first. It's copyrighted. Like, all right. So Elko. It sounds better anyway. Elko Cosmic Con, fantastic. I love it. All right, guys, I'm going to bounce. I'll see you all next week. Thank you so much for your continued support. Please go to my website, pick up a pattern, do some shopping through Amazon. Always helps. Please, if you guys do anything. Also, please leave comments below. When I post up on social media, there's a crazy trend going on right now. I post something and people like it, but don't leave comments. Leave comments. Leave comments on the videos. Leave comment on my post. Facebook, Instagram. Instagram a little bit more, but it's usually I post them and there's nothing. People, comments. I love engaging with people. Lots of likes, lots of thumbs up, but no engaging. Please. Also, write to me. Have any questions? I follow through on that. I do. So please. All right? Take care, guys. Catch you back next time right here on Evil Ted Live.